Hey everyone, welcome to another Haze Reverb video, and today we're going to talk about shields and where to get them. So shields are the generic currency that you use to spend on upgrading your cores, upgrading your or spending your experience tokens for your characters, that sort of thing. Pretty much everything uses shields, and a lot of people kind of complain that they're broke and all that. Uh, so I figured I'll talk about some of the main ways that I get shields, and maybe hopefully that will help you out. Now, first off, the most obvious one is there is a shield specific stage that you can farm, right? I want to note that this amount that we're getting here is actually for the double resource amount, but the normal amount that you get is actually 7,250. Which means if you double that, it's supposed to be 14,500, and you miss out on 1,000 shields, so in double resource. For that reason, I recommend to farm, pretty much everywhere else because, like your cores, they're exactly double what you're normally supposed to get, and therefore it's more efficient to farm, for like these materials or even your awakening materials, anything else. And then during outside of double resource, that is when you farm the shields because it's going to be like a more static amount, and you're not really losing out on value from that, right? So that is my recommendation for shield farming to convert your stamina to shields. There is another way you can get it, which is through side story, but there's a couple of things to note here. First off, if you check the side story currency that you farm for the highest stage, and then compare that to the amount that you're getting from the hand-ins. If you calculate this and scale it up to 25 to basically compare it to the shield farming stage, farming in the side story will give you 6,500 per 25 stamina, or the equivalent of one stage in the shield farming stage, which is of course less than the base amount in the normal shield stage, right? However, if you do only 5 sweeps per day, and you're putting all of this currency into shield specifically, you'll get all this extra currency here, right? So when you add all this to the amount that you're gaining for shields, you're actually going to get more for the first 5 battles, right? And doing collecting this and converting that straight to shields, if compared to farming the actual shield stage. But only really do that once you're done with the rest of the shop, right? Then you can spend your daily 5 runs on getting shields, and that will be more efficient that way. Now, additionally, outside of using the stamina, you can also get it in your redemption shop in a few different sections. First one is in the elite shop. Most people probably won't be able to afford to convert arena currency into shields, but this is a possibility, right? This is probably more of a long-term thing. Once you are doing all of your attacks, every week, and you're also buying the extra duel tickets and using those during the week to convert them into more currency, then eventually you'll be able to buy out all of the shop, including the skins, and then any excess you can funnel that into shields if you want to. That's more of a long-term look. Personally, I haven't actually spent any on shield credits specifically, and I'm only really just getting to half a mil worth of currency. The conversion's actually kind of bad because you don't really gain that much arena currency, in turning it into one-to-one conversion is pretty bad. So I don't really recommend it, but you will eventually get to a point where you have too many arena currency, most likely, and that might be further down the track. It might just be 6+ months away, but you probably will hit that point unless they add more stuff to the shop, before then. Now, another more realistic way to get shields is through your logistics shop. Now, these materials are all worth buying, right? And you should buy them out every week. But any excess, you can also funnel that into shield credits. I have 3 mil sitting here. I'm not even that diligent in getting this expedition currency. And I'll show you how to get that. And yeah, I still have 3 mil, right? So this will accumulate over time, and then you can just get a big chunk out from here. However, the unfortunate thing is, I wish they increased the amount of that you can claim each time. So each time you basically have to spam click back and forth, doing it 100,000 at a time. It's a little bit annoying that they don't increase it, so you can just do it all in one go. But it is what it is. And then finally, this is the Alliance shop. This one is for Crusade Raid. Once you're able to clear all of the rewards every time Crusade Raid is up, which is generally once per month, you'll be able to buy out everything in the shop, and any excess you can also put that into shield credits. And you may as well, because there's nothing else to buy really. This resets once per month, or once every rotation of Crusade Raid, and they're pretty easy to get. Once you're able to farm at least Nightmare or above, maybe even the one below that, I can't remember. Like at least the first two, top 2 difficulties, you'll definitely better get all of the Crusade currency to buy out the shop. Now, to get your expedition currency for the logistics shop, you go into your office, and then there's this expedition mission, right? You should be doing this already anyway, but this is where it would be. Now, a couple points I wanted to make is for the time, you should do this based off your own real life schedule, right? If you know you can log in, say let's say you come home from work, you have a few hours to do some gaming, and your expedition is up, right? You're probably going to go to bed in a few hours, so you only want to do a 4-hour run, and then that way, before you go to bed, you can redispatch it to a longer duration, and that will tick away while you're sleeping. So plan it out like that. But in general, 8 hours is the most efficient compared to both 4 hours and 12 hours. But of course, if you're not going to be able to log on within the next 8 hours to dispatch it again, then maybe you want to use the 12-hour just so you're not wasting those extra 4 hours, right? So basically you'll always want to get the new driver one, because you'll always I assume that you'll have a chance to get crystals and also this raw resonance crystals. They're both generically useful, so I would say this is your priority, right? It's not guaranteed to get these. It's actually a very low chance to get it, but you do have that chance, and of course, getting crystals for free is great. Then for your second one, because you can only send 2 out no matter how high level you are, you just pick whichever driver type you want to get the awakening currency from. You still have the crystals that you can gain, but instead of the raw resonance crystals, you get the awakening materials, and just pick whichever one you want. Doesn't really matter. You can even swap around if you want to, but you'll always get this the currency for the logistics shop, which is this one, plus some also like a little extra shields. It's not a very high amount, but it's something. So make sure you always do this every day, of course, and most likely at least a couple of times a day, right? And those are all the main ways that you can get shield crystals. These also the battle pass. Eventually, once you get to the top tiers, which you can do as free to play, like as long as you have been doing the battle pass missions since the beginning of the month, it's quite easy to clear out all of this. My alt does it every month. Plus, if you buy the battle pass for $10 per month, you will also get 50,000 per tier, which is a significant amount compared to the base amount. But basically, you will get in total 60k per tier, and there's like 10 of them, or 20 of them. Yeah, so it's quite a bit of shields that you can get from your battle pass here. And $10, if you don't want to spend it, that's fine, it's up to you. But if you're willing to spend $10 for your battle pass, it is a pretty efficient amount of resources that you get for the money you're spending. And yeah, that is pretty much all the main ways that you can farm shields. So if there's anything I have missed out, feel free to let me know. And yeah, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this is helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.